Right, this is the explanation for hole sensation. Congratulations for buying the trick. This is a good trick and you're going to be able to amaze people right away. Let me show you how. This is the setup and the cards you get. You get two jokers with holes cut out in the middle. So you don't have to cut your own, they're already set up. And you also get another set of jokers. One is cut with a hole in it and the other is special. It's got a hole in the center and a flap of card taped so that when the flap is shut, you can see the card from the front. Now this is a very clever idea. When the cards are together, you can see a card inside. Of course, the spectator doesn't know that's just a flap in between. Now, we'll talk about the setup later, but you also get a double-backed card and an extra thick card. This is going to help you do a little card control later on. And this is the setup. You're going to take the thick card, put that face down on top of the pack. You're going to take your special joker combined with the other face-up joker, a regular joker, and that goes in between. So it looks like there's a card in between there. These go face up on top of your thick card. Your double-backed card goes on top of that, and any card with a club in the center is going to be used, is going to be forced. So that goes on top. Now your two jokers can be on the bottom of the pack, or they can be set aside. In this case, we'll just set them right here. These are the regular ones with a hole in the middle. So once again, just to recap, any selection with the pip in the middle, of course this is signed already. It could be the 5, the 3, or the ace. Your double-backed card, the gaffed setup, and the thick card, all on top of the pack. Now what I do is a standard riffle force to get the spectator to select that 3. What I'm doing is cutting the pack, and as I complete the cut, I'm actually keeping a break in between those two packets, and there's my setup right under my pinky. Okay? So as I have the spectator call stop, run through the pack. When they say stop, no matter where they stop, I'm going to pick up from my break. So even if they said stop up here, I'm going to reach over and pick up everything above my break. Looks like a free choice, but they actually get my 3. Okay? Everything is put back on top here. That way your setup is still on top. After the spectator signs their 3 of clubs, ace of clubs, or 5 of clubs, what you're going to do is have them place it face down in between the two jokers, just like so. While they're doing that, you're going to riffle up the back of the pack, and because you have a thick card, in this case the A of clubs, you'll be able to get a quick break under the top 3 cards, which is your 2 jokers with the gaff and your double-backed card. So from the front, you simply riffle up. You'll hear the card click because it's thick, and you have a break. Really easy to get that break. If you prefer, you can do a pinky count, but that's a little bit advanced. If you want to skip it, use the thick card. It works. Now you're going to take the jokers, the cards that they set up, explain that you can see the card through the front, you can see the back of the card, and you're going to do a double lift. Actually, as a multiple lift, you're going to put their sandwich on top, face up, and where you're keeping your break, you're going to go ahead and turn everything face down. Okay? What this does is it switches out the 2 jokers in the selection for your gaffed setup here. And for all they know, their card is just placed in between, and you're basically showing both sides. Set that down and place the deck aside, just like that. Now this is your setup here, of course, and you have your flap closed so you can see the club inside. Now you're going to turn everything face up as you show both holes, and this is where it gets good. Basically what you're going to do is you're going to flick this card up like that, and when it comes up, this flap is going to come this way, and your hands grab it. So it's hard to explain slow, but when I do it fast, you'll see that it looks like that. Okay? Now the instructions go into detail on this, but you can see what I'm doing here. You're basically having that flap come back, and what it looks like is the card is just disappearing. This is a perfect illusion. Let me do it one more time in fast motion. I'm actually going to flick down here. It's just like that. It looks like the card's disappeared. At this point, you can flash the back of that gaff because it blends in with your fingers there. That's your flap. So you show it, toss that down toss that down, and for all they know, those are regular jokers now. As you pick up the pack here, you're going to grab about half of it, put it into your hand, and pick up the rest and put that on top. So secretly you've cut the pack and put their selection in the middle. Now as you spread through, naturally the card's in the middle, you're going to just take it out, and because those holes are there, you would think that they would see, but it really blends in with the back and they don't see. So you can even spread the cards out on the table, show the selection in the middle, face up with their signature, and you can take it out like that. And you got yourself a little miracle there. That is called hole sensation. The gaffs on this trick make it so easy, and it looks like real magic. So if you could ever do a sandwich effect and a disappearance of a card like that, that visual, this is it right here. So practice the moves, go over the instructions again, and also go over the instructions again that came with your trick. Practice this trick, and you're going to amaze laymen and magicians alike if you do it right. So good luck, and